Good afternoon, everybody. We are live. It's kind of last minute. I know I hadn't done any this week hardly. Been kind of a hectic week at work, guys. Been trying to catch up on sleep. So I'm sure those of you guys that work night shift know how that is. So I apologize. I'm gonna try to get back on my regular schedule next week for sure. But we'll wait and let a few people trickle in. I had let people know in the group, in the Discord group that I was going live, but it was kind of last minute too. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. What's going on, Clam Walker? How you doing, bud? What are you wearing today? I'm wearing that NASA G-Shock I just did a review on that Peter was kind enough to let me in. I got to do a review on his Salt Watch. Send those back to him. A little bit of channel news on incomings. I had a Brightland Super Ocean coming in from Rich over at Saltzman's here soon. I got to drop off that tag back to him. I'll do that on the way. What's up, Bruce? Green Seiko 5. Nice. This is one of the new ones, Clam Walker. Have you guys seen the new the Seiko 5? I can't remember the reference number. SRG something or another. They kind of remind me of the old SNK 809s, like an upgrade on those. But I got to drop off the tag. You were connected on my way to work here. Send that back to Rich. Like I said, he's sending me either a blue or a black Super Ocean. It's not the Heritage. The Japan version, nice. What's the where'd you pick yours up at, Clam Walker? What's the retail on those? I was actually looking at getting one of those. Yeah, he's either sending the blue or the black. I can't remember. Super Ocean is the one he had in stock. I had asked him about the orange, of course, but he said they didn't have too many oranges stocked for to send to the channel. So it's pretty cool because that may eventually be one that I actually pick up is the orange Super Ocean, not the Heritage. I still do want the blue Heritage. In other news, my I was wearing my Pagani designs to work last night, and one of the pins fell off the bracelet. So it might be time to swap that out to a NATO. I don't know if it's because I hadn't switched any links out, so I was wearing it a little bit big at work, and I don't know if I just hit it on something or what. But the pin fell out, and now I definitely gotta swap out the NATO. Might have been my fault on that one. Mods to come. You got yours from JP JC Penney's online. Nice. What size are those, Clam Walker? They're probably a little bit bigger than the old SNK 809s, right? That's not a bad price at all, Clam Walker 188, and may definitely get one. If anything, may definitely get one just to review on the channel. That's still not that bad either. 232. Bruce, you wear your Doxa sub 300 Caribbean. Nice. How's it going at Oil Money Watches? What you wearing today, bud? Oh, the James Cameron. Nice piece, man. Had a buddy that had one of those, and he sold it. Somebody offered him ridiculous money. He regrets selling it too, though. So no real topic today. Just figured I'd come on and chat with you guys for a few minutes, see what you guys are up to. How you guys are doing? Like I said, it's been just crazy hectic at work. I've been like way too tired to do too much. What's up, Bobby? Bobby, Bruce, you guys want me to send you the link to join in? How you liking that little Casio and that Seiko, Bobby? I'm sure you probably like that Seiko cocktail time, right? You know, that's one thing I have noticed about Seiko. Like, I think I'm even more of a Seiko fanboy now. Like, they're starting to come out and they're starting to listen to us watch enthusiasts, and they're starting to come out with a lot of cool pieces. Like, I was one of the ones that critiqued them at first for going upscale or higher price, but I feel like they still have a lot of bang for buck, even in their $1,000 price range. I feel like they still have a lot of bang for buck, and I think I'll still always be a Seiko fanboy. You want me to send you a link, Bobby, if you're free? Bruce, what's up, Nama? You're wearing your Winfield, nice. That one's the one that kind of looks like the Zen, right? Kind of along the lines of a Zen 104 in a way. I'll send Bruce the link. I'll send Bobby the link if they can join in. So excuse me for a minute, guys, if I exit out of here. But are welcome to join if you want. But nice. I've never tried that brand out, the Winfield. I've emailed them once or twice before. What's up, Peter? What are you wearing today, bud? I'm gonna get that Salt watch and the G-Shock out back to you real soon. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Chris, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, good. Just woke up not too long ago. Been sleeping lately because work's been crazy. So
Yeah, I hear you, man. Sleep is crazy for me. Sometimes I get a good night's sleep, sometimes I don't. Last night, my son came in at 3 a.m., woke us up, so it's a rough one.
I gotcha. What you wearing today?
Oh man, I'm still wearing the U50 like all the time during the day, man. It's such a great watch. It's so light, tough. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorites, and it's a great daily wear for me. How about
Nice.
yourself?
I'm wearing that NASA G-Shock that
Yeah,
Peter lent in. Yeah,
cool.
wearing
Yeah,
that, and then I got to do that Salt review and then get those back to him.
yeah.
So, but how you like that little Seiko?
Yeah, the cocktail time. It was good. I got the unboxing video is going to come out in a day or two, or maybe
Huh.
Monday. But I forgot. Like I get so many boxes coming in. Like I forget like who's sending me what. So I thought for some reason I had it in my head that it was an Alpinist. And then when I unboxed it, I was like, this is not an Alpinist, and I totally blanked on the name. So I'll have it on the description, but
Mm.
you'll see that I kind of like. But it's a great dial, man. I love that dial. Um, Nice little watch on the Presage.
Yeah, I mean, for like I said, for $400 or $500, you can't beat those
Absolutely.
dials. I
Yep.
mean, and
Yep.
there's a dial color for pretty much everybody too. I mean, they have a brown one, they have a different color green, they have a red, a blue. So,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
they're kind of Grand Seiko S kind of dials, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, you got that. It's like a Fume kind of going on there. It looks like to me. And yeah, just very handsome watch. For the price. I mean, it's a great watch to have in your collection if you're a Seiko fan and you want to add an affordable dressy kind of piece because that could be a dress piece.
Nice, definitely for sure. And you could actually kind of wear them casually too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very versatile that way.
Which I mean, I know you wear your Kudoki,
Yeah. My
which
evening watch, you mean?
yeah, your evening watch and T-shirt and all that, right?
Yeah, I actually so it's on the leather strap and it's on a really nice leather strap and and I kind of don't want to keep on wearing it on it because I want to stretch it out as long as I can. And so I thought, what how would let me look into like a bracelet for this, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a one of those like mesh bracelets from Co, and I'm gonna have it. I'm waiting for it and see if I could wear it on a mesh how it looked like on a mesh bracelet.
Uh-huh. Have you ever looked at Stabe meshes?
I have. They were just so I wasn't sure if this was gonna work or not, right? So I didn't want to spend the Stabe kind of money
Uh,
on it because the one that I was looking at that was Stabe was or Stabe, however you say it, was about 160, and the one I got at Stratco was like 60.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just didn't want to fork over the money. And if I like the Strapco enough, and after a while, I wear through it, then I'll get the Stabe. But we'll see how it works with the Kadoki. It may not work. It's just just taking a little shot there. See, hey
Nice.
Bruce.
What's up, Bruce? How you doing, bud? You said you're wearing your Doxa today.
I am. I am. How you guys doing? Hey, Rob.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Good,
Not
good.
much.
Oh, lot, guys. Just figured to come on because I've been kind of slack this week. Like I said, work's been crazy though. Actually, pretty cool thing I just got. You remember Just to Watch Dave?
Who? What?
Dave from Just to Watch.
Yeah.
I actually ordered one of his shirts. It came pretty quick. I ordered that little Casio one he has
Yeah,
for
nice.
I figured for like $20. Cool
Yeah.
little shirt. It's got like the picture of F91. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool shirts. So, but Oil Money Watches is said of course you're doing your live stream. I'll be at work.
Yeah.
But on how our collections have changed in the last 3 years. Mine's changed a lot. I mean, mine's constantly always changing. I've actually got two for sale right now in the flippers section. So I've gone from like kind of higher end all the way down back down to affordable, which is like what my budget is right now. It just depends on my budget. Basically, I've kind of really consolidated a lot lately, but I have a feeling the collection's gonna start ballooning again. How about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, my collection has changed, over the years. It's kind of stabilized right now,
Mm.
for the time being. I mean, I added a metal G-Shock not too long ago, but that's really the only thing. My last big addition was my Bluesy. So,
Okay.
but the collection, it gets bigger, then it contracts, and
Yeah.
culling of the heart every now and again is a good thing.
I hear you. How about you, Bobby?
Well, so I mean, definitely has changed. And it's funny, looking back at the pictures, two of the watches that I had 3 years ago, I still have. And those two watches I bought in 2005 and 2007. So I went, and after 2007, I went about 10 years out of the hobby. I wasn't collecting watches. I wasn't, life was happening. Economy went bad in 2007, 2008, trying to different careers and whatnot. And collecting, while it was in the back of my mind, I wasn't actively doing so. And then when I got back into the hobby, I discovered, YouTube and YouTube content creators, and was heavily influenced by them. But two of the watches that I have now were there in 2018, but were also in 2005, 2007. So everything else has changed many times over. In fact, a couple of the watches that I'll show tonight, I've bought and sold like 2 or 3 times in the
Nice.
last like 3 years. So, but definitely has changed as my tastes get more refined, as I'm more exposed to brands and relationships with people, and you guys. I mean, I didn't know you guys 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So, I take a little bit from everyone, I guess, and that helps formulate my tastes, or seems like that's how it's happened.
Underachieving watch collector saying 3 years ago he had two squallies. They went to the shooting range and never came back.
It's funny.
It's actually not a bad watch. It just gets a bad rep because of who spruiks them.
Right.
They're actually not. I actually do kind of
I've
miss
owned them.
mine a little bit, but
Yeah,
I have as
I've
well.
owned. Yeah.
so they're not bad watches for the price. Like I said, it's just the one thing I think that they're only a little shady on, which they all do, is the whole Swiss made thing. Like you wonder how much is actually Swiss made.
Right.
So, but yeah, mine's definitely changed a lot too. Like I said, and I find myself kind of drooling over some of the higher ends again. And when I say
Yeah.
higher end to me is like anything above $4,000 or $5,000.
Right.
Would
Yeah.
you guys consider that higher end?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would consider anything like, if we have to put a dollar value, I would say 1,500 to 2,000.
Yeah.
To me is anything above that is like luxury, right? And then
Yeah.
how we value whatever watch or brand, that's a personal taste, So yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm in that range as well now. The Kadoki definitely stretched the budget,
Mhm.
but I am in the 2 to 4 or 5 range mostly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is the spot that I'm in, and it's because of the brands that I'm into, like Zinn.
Mhm.
That's what you can expect
I like a
to
lot
be
of the
there.
a lot of
Tudor,
the German brands.
yeah, but Tudor's in there in that range too.
Mhm.
So, and those are kind of like the watches that I like.
The Kadoki is so cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
really.
for you.
Thanks.
It's definitely awesome, man.
But like you, Bruce, I'm pretty now content with my collection at the moment. At least I have to be, because budget wise, I got to build that up again. So I won't be adding well, famous last words, right? So
Yeah.
I won't be I won't be adding anything. I don't think it's
You don't
for
have
the
any
rest of the year.
plans to
Yeah, I don't have any plans to. Right, right.
until you go watch shopping like me or like Peter just went recently. I think
Yeah,
I've seen in his Instagram posted a bunch of pictures. And yeah, I think he's falling hard for a couple higher end watches too.
yeah.
He's saying 2000s is high end to him. Okay, I think it varies from person to person too. Like I noticed, like as I've gotten like desensitized, I guess, to spending money on watches.
Yeah.
Like you kind of you think like, oh well, $1,000, which it's a lot to a lot of people, especially like non-watch people. They're like, you spent $1,000 on that Seiko,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And my friends, my girlfriend especially, she's gotten to the point where she just doesn't ask the price anymore.
right.
You're
So,
lucky.
Well, look, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, at the end of the day, though, Chris, like my wife, she doesn't ask either, right? But
mhm.
she knows. But it's not like we're going out and we're partying, right? I'm not
Yeah.
spending like $100 at a bar two
Right.
or
Or
three
going to the
times a
Mhm.
week.
track or something like that.
Right. I'm not gambling. I mean, like, during this last year and a half of quarantine, well, most of the time we're quarantined, like we weren't going anywhere. We weren't spending our money,
Mhm.
and so this is a relative. If I'm not stealing from my family, right? If I'm not, instead of taking this money and I'm doing the right things,
Mm.
right? There's no harm here, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
you're
know,
paying your bills first, making sure all that
paying my
stuff's taken
bills,
care of.
paying the mortgage, putting the money away for retirement, putting money away for the college for the kids, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
As long as I'm doing that, spending money on watches, no matter what the costs are, should be guilt free.
Mhm.
Hmm.
No, I'm just saying his lone high end watch is the S&P 300.
That's a great watch.
It's very high.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a great watch. He's got the gray dial, I think, if I remember
Yeah.
the wave dial. And then
uh,
no comments on that one, oil buddy. Oh man. But what's going on, Roy the Tagger? But yeah, that's yeah, like I said, I think that's all relative to the collector too.
yeah.
Because like we're saying, I think we just get desensitized compared to most normal people. Like most normal people think like $300-$400 on an Apple Watch is a lot to spend. So
I mean, it's really, when you sometimes I have these like moments where I'm like, wow, I spent that much on a watch. I mean, it's a watch. I mean, it's just a watch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just a
Mhm.
watch. you know, like it's a watch. I spent
Mhm.
that much on a watch, and it's just like it's crazy when you think about it because it's not like it has any kind of currency to most people. Most people don't care.
Mhm.
And like you said, Chris, will be like, you spent what on that? What? The only people who really understand are us watch enthusiasts,
Yeah.
but the civilians, they don't get it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And
um,
we are such a small percentage of
every,
the general population. It's not even
Oh yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I
so like,
can't tell you. I hadn't seen too many people here at the beach that are like watch nerds.
Yeah, it's few and far between. Hey, Nefarian, what's up, man?
yeah,
Something fair.
but it's funny. This little hobby of ours, right? I mean,
Indeed,
Yeah.
but you're right. I mean, it's a lot of money to be spent, literally, spending on. It's a piece of jewelry. That's all it is.
right,
That tells
right,
the
Yeah.
time.
yeah,
But in a way, it's kind of like clothes for women, or if you're into clothes as a guy,
Right.
it shows your personality. Like you can kind of individualize yourself.
Right. I mean, other
With it.
than for most guys, other than a wedding ring, I mean, at least for me, that's the only piece of jewelry that I wear. So,
Mhm.
yeah, me as well. Since the beginning of the year, right? or how about this? How about from like a year ago until date? Like how many hands do you need to count how many watches you bought? Like you know what I mean? Like this
Uh-huh.
year alone, I need 2 hands now,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is bananas. You know?
Yep.
And how many have you seen? You're a flipper too, aren't you, Bobby?
I have yeah. I mean, I haven't flipped as much in my personal collection lately because I'm fine tuning it, you know? And so like the watches that I'm getting now for my personal collection are
Mhm.
have been well thought. I've had some experience in what I like. And so it's I'm hitting them out of the park more.
Mm.
In regards to the channel, yeah, I mean I'm constantly flipping.
You're doing less impulse buys, basically.
Yes, that was probably an easier way to explain instead of like the 20 sentences that I used to explain it. But yeah, but yes, I'm not doing this impulse wise.
Doing less impulse buys.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Orange Hand? How you doing, bud?
Hey,
Uh,
Orange Hand, what's up, man?
Clam Walker saying he's buying more watches for people now to get them in the hobby with him. Mother and Father's Day. Oh, that's awesome.
That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Right? Misery loves company.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're not miserable.
Nah, not miserable. Just wish I could afford more.
Yeah,
Have
I
more
tell
of a
you,
budget.
I know, man. You know, and I think we've talked about this, and I'm sure you guys heard me talk about it. But now, I used to have like some collection anxiety when I had a certain amount, but because these pieces are less impulse buys and more accurate representations of what I really like,
Mm-hmm.
I have 8 now, and I'm totally fine with it. Normally, 8 would make me go crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I had probably deep down inside had watches in the collection that I didn't care for as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like every single watch in my collection that I feel at this moment in time, because it could change tomorrow, has purpose,
Yeah.
for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, like, I have my core part of my collection, and then I have just stuff that I have that I don't really wear. But,
Right.
I like my core watches. I like to keep them in rotation
Yeah.
Yeah.
and get as much wear as I
So-
can. Although I have to admit that the bluesy gets most of my
Oh yeah.
wrist
Mhm.
time. What's up, Mike? Good
What's
to
up,
see you, man.
Tennessee Mike?
Right.
How you doing, bud? Roy the Tiger say next week he's planning a trip to Bruce Williams' AD that he contacted on the new Accutron in Massachusetts. No commitment. Good luck, bud.
Yep.
Hopefully
Nice.
you pick one up, man.
Yep.
But like with mine, mine are now mainly more affordables. Like I wear them to work a lot. I don't worry about them, so they do get a lot of wear time. I mean, a lot of them do get scratches and stuff on. Now I do have ones that I don't really wear to work.
Yeah.
But once I get, that Super Ocean Heritage again, of course, I won't wear that to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, most of mine do get worn now. So even if I do have a decent size, I'm probably gonna do a state of the collection here soon. Probably when I get the Casio back. So it's changed a lot. So and then
What-
only 8, Rob.
Yeah. Look, I mean, that number can grow. Like I said, if it has a purpose, if I and I have a special connection, like I don't get the anxiety. So, I mean, look, I got a case now that fits 15, so I got 7 slots to fill. So,
There you go. That's an excuse to fill up more, right?
I do have one coming in. Hopefully any day now, but it was a Kickstarter, a German diver, Heinrich.
Uh-huh.
That looks really cool, and I bought that last year. So, so I do have something coming in. But after that, I mean, I ordered the new Long Island, the one that looks like has a Panerai case in it, the one that Mark
Oh,
put a
cool.
video out. But that's for the channel, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I can get a fix that way, getting stuff for
Mhm.
the channel that
Right.
I will flip. It's the unboxing. That's the kind of like that's where the dopamines get released, and
Yeah.
so I think I could maintain this quote unquote fast, watch fast that I will be doing. Not purposely doing a fast, but it's just, financially for a little while until I save up for something else. But,
Mhm.
getting my fix in through the channel.
Nice.
And plus, with friends, you can live and you can live vicariously through them and their
Yeah.
collections. Like, Bobby, with you and Amin and Joe and Marcus and Colin, when they get new pieces and bring them on either on Tuesday nights or on Friday nights on your stream. You get to experience it. And the same thing, with Thomas and Ennis something and
Mhm.
Neo on my channel. I get when they pick something up and they put it on our Discord and we get to look at the pictures and hear all about it. So it's kind of nice that way in not having to always have to physically buy a watch and yourself, that you can experience different things through your buddies.
Yeah,
Definitely.
there's some truth to that for sure.
How's it going, Jeffrey? How you doing, bud? And Daniel Katz was saying he's wearing tennis wristband over his Blue Date just to prevent himself from banging into things. Is he nuts? No, not really.
No, you're not nuts, man. No. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, bud. But yeah, we're going on about 27, 28 minutes. You guys about ready to call it a day?
Yeah, I gotta get back to work.
So, don't work too hard, Bobby. I appreciate you coming on, bud.
No problem, guys.
All right, later, man.
Take care.
Later, Bruce.